Viewers, welcome to another episode from Anything About Everything, and I'm so excited for today's episode. It's gonna be about yoga, and I have Ranjan here with me.
Adesh.
Ranjan, welcome to the show. What is Adesh? Adesh, what is it?
Um, so when we say yoga, first of all, that's got like so many different lineages, right?
Uh-huh.
What you see in the West is just asana practice.
Asana
But
practice.
traditionally, yoga is more about connecting with the divine. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The lineage that I'm in, it's tantric lineage.
Okay.
Okay. And more specifically, if you are initiated by
Uh-huh.
an agora or someone like that, you always start with Adesh. Adesh. Adesh means command. So what I'm saying is like commanded by the superior force.
Oh, okay. And then you spoke about lineage. Can you give me more insight about that? You said now it's tantric. What was before? Like, I want to know more about that.
So when we say tantric, right, it's again categorized as dual and non-dual.
Okay.
Okay. So when we say dual, it's like I and the world.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it like that, right?
Okay.
Non-dual is no, everything is me. I am the world, and the world is me. Okay.
Okay.
And for these different concepts or philosophies, right? Because again, uh, for Sanatana Dharma, a lot of people use the word Hinduism, but there's no word called Hinduism at all.
Wait, why?
Um, Hinduism is actually a word coined by the British.
Okay, I didn't know this.
It was never our own thing at all, right?
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what I mean, if someone asks what am I in religion, I say Hindu. So what am I then?
You're a follower of Sanatana Dharma.
Follower of Sanatana Dharma. Okay.
And the beauty of it is you don't have to follow anyone at all. As long as you have a good conduct
Uh-huh.
and good values and you're not exploding on violence, for lack of a better word, and then torturing other people, and
Uh-huh.
then you mind your own business and promote peace and happiness within yourself and to the world, you're a follower of that.
Oh, okay. It's not like you have to follow certain gods to be a certain religion.
As a matter of fact, there's a particular lineage which is actually atheistic, and
Right.
even that is approved.
In Sanatana
Yeah,
Dharma.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay. So then I see this more as a way of living
That
than
is that is exactly the way it is, right? Sanatana Dharma is eternal rules of life. That's all it is.
wow. I'm exploding with so many questions, but
Go on.
but wait, I wanna touch yoga first, and probably I wanna do another episode about completely like how did this take place, like at what point like this happened. I'm sure you have all the answers, but I wanna touch more about yoga.
I don't know if I have all the answers, but I can try.
Okay, going back to yoga. Before going to ask more about yoga, I want to know more about your background. Why did you start? When did you started doing yoga, and what? How did you choose doing yoga? Like, was there any event that led to it? What was it?
Wow, that's a loaded question. Oof, where do I even start? Hmm. Okay, so I was born into a Brahmin family.
Okay.
Okay, so not that I believe in it, or
Mm-hmm.
not that my family is like super strict about it, right? As a matter of fact, it's a matter of disgrace because I used to eat meat and everything when I was a kid,
Okay.
and which is not something that Brahmins are supposed to do.
Absolutely correct.
Um, but my family was cool with that, right? And but in the grand scheme of things, well, let's take a step back. When I was in India, I went to Satya Sai Vidya Vihar,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a good school. I had the luxury of meeting like some really good teachers and everyone, but I was always averse to the idea of trying to find God in the human form,
Okay.
right? And
And this was in school.
in school, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And if you know the place Puttaparthi,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
we have Sai Baba, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not going to go more about him or into him because that's I don't have anything against him, right? But I think as a human being, he's a good human being
Okay.
who's trying to do good to people. But I would not know if I would elevate him or put him at the level of Shiva or at the
Okay.
level of Vishnu or
Okay.
something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But since I went to that school, everyone started him revering to him as God,
Right. I
right?
went to a school like that where
Okay,
we had to revert to him as God. Okay.
you can feel it, right? So I think what that did to me was that turned me into a complete brat.
Okay. Like
It's like,
revolt.
yeah, it's like, no, I'm not going to go do all these prayers and everything. And there was a period of time when I was an atheist, actually,
Okay. Okay.
really strong atheist,
Okay.
and in India, when you grew up, I don't know, but Che Guevara was like a really big force back
Right.
when I was a kid,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when you're going into that sort of mode, you want to not believe in anything superficial,
Right.
right? I was in that phase for a little bit, right? But when my father died when I was a kid, okay, so the question of supernatural started haunting me at that point, but not in a illogical way or not in a supernatural way, but in a way in like, okay, what happens to a person after he dies, right? Is there a way for me to connect to my father,
Hmm.
kind of thing? I did not find the answers, but I found a path that might give me the answers.
Okay.
Okay. And that path happens to be spirituality. And as corny and as stupid as this answer might sound, I think it's the first basic step that everyone has to explore. I was like, okay, where can I find real enlightened people?
Hmm.
I was not open to the idea that you would find them in like cities and at your workplace and things like that. I was more ascribing to the idea of, oh, you go off to the Himalayas or you go off to like Varanasi or someplace like that, and that's where you find these people, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to go off to the Himalayas and I'm going to try to find an enlightened being,
Hmm.
try to get my answers from this person. I was like, okay, but what do I do when I go to the Himalayas? And then I'm like, okay, what do these people do? And then they're in a seated posture
Hmm.
without any movement. I was like, okay, so the first step that I have to do is be in that posture.
Hmm.
And that led to my asana practice.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
from the asana practice, I was like, what's the next thing that we'll do? Okay, so I'm able to sit now. And that took a long time. It took me like almost like 3 years to sit comfortably for like just 15 minutes without having any pain.
Okay.
It's not easy. It's not easy, right?
When you say seated position, like what position was it?
I'm
Is it
talking about lotus, Padmasana.
okay, Padmasana? Okay.
Yeah. You have like certain postures. One is Padmasana, one is Siddhasana.
Mm-hmm.
Any posture which is comfortable, where, wow, engage your Mula Bandha and
Hmm.
your Muladhara Chakra. That is a good posture.
And I want viewers to understand what is Mula Bandha, and I mean I get it, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want them to understand.
So, in the grander scheme of things, Mula Bandha is engaging your a lock. Bandha is a lock.
Okay.
Mula is the root.
Okay.
Okay, and when we say Mula, the root is it's in the genital organs region.
Okay.